welcome to another episode of Side Quests. Today we are back with our second session of Cats of Catthulhu. Cats of Catthulhu has so far been a very fun game to play, and it seems like it would be a great one to start off young RPG players with. In it, my fine furry players are all playing cats, and I'm the cat herder, usually known as the Game Master, playing the allies and foes. In this game, when the cats want to do something that is difficult, their players will roll 2 6-sided dice and see if they succeed. 3s, 4s, and 5s and 6s are successes for cats. 1s and 2s are failures. Some cats are the right cat for the job for certain types of roles, and on those rolls, they get an automatic success. If you like what we're doing and want to get Cats of Catthulhu right now, you can find it on DriveThruRPG, or if you're patient, you can follow along with the recently finished Kickstarter to get a copy of the second edition when those are printed. All of our cats started their first session with 1 cat treat. Treats can be used to re-roll a failed roll. Since everyone did such a good job role-playing last session, I'm going to reward everyone with another treat.
Ooh.
All right, Zach, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing One-Eyed Jack, the Siamese cat. They are a tiger dreamer, so they're generally rather sleepy, lackadaisical. They have short hair, seal point Siamese cat, silvery with the gray and black mane and face. They're also a lazy bones, so they can do things when it's needed, but they're perfectly fine just kind of hanging out and taking a nap. They used to be an indoor cat, and then they got lost. They fell out of a window, and they have 1 eye. So it's based very much on a cat I had growing up.
Nice. Can you tell me when One-Eyed Jack is the right cat for the job?
I can. One-Eyed Jack is the right cat for the job when we need to do things involving mystical, mysterious things.
Cool.
When we need, like... No, it's not magic, but when we need otherworldly
Oh, mystical
assistance.
worked out fine. Yeah.
When he needs to use that third eye, which is now their second eye.
Yeah. Is this how everybody sees all the time?
Chris, who are you playing?
Oh, I'm playing Vex, which is a short-haired Bengal with golden eyes. They've got a scar on their throat, resulting in a raspy voice, of course. He's a scrapper, one of those kind of feral cats that roams the city. I guess the subclass is a Ronin. And he's just used to not being around 2-foots all the time, and has basically tagged along and befriended these other two. And we've survived so far together, so it's all worked out quite well.
So far, so good. When is Vex the right cat for the job?
When you need to smack something really hard.
Which
usually fights or
happening
intimidation.
soon.
But we haven't had to intimidate. No, nothing has been intimidated by us at all.
I don't think anything's been smart enough to be intimidated by you yet.
This is true. The beetle just ended up in the middle of the street, and so yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it got bunked by a car.
Yeah.
And Wink, who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Hevel. She's a little gray American short hair, adorable. She's a pussyfoot, so she's very good at making sure the 2-foots do the right thing in serving their feline overlords. She keeps them on task and makes sure that the people are well managed. She's her subclass is flycatcher, so she does protect the people who serve her from the little vicious insects that like to run around.
And that is when Hevel is the right cat for the job, right?
Hevel's the right cat for the job when she's dealing with people and needs to get attention, or needs to beg for food, or distract somebody, or she's not a two-footologist. She doesn't know much
Mhm.
about their devices and machines, but she knows how to handle the social side of things.
Great. In our last session of Cats of Catthulhu, the kitties noticed something foul was brewing in the dream, the unconscious world that connects everything. In the physical world, a strange sign was painted on their favorite dumpster. Their usually friendly milkman didn't share any of that sweet white nectar of the gods with them. They went and consulted with an old Maine Coon and lore master named Biddleford, who told them that an old god was stirring. They returned to the dumpster to scratch off the sign, only to be attacked by a centipede of primeval proportions. After squashing the bug, they followed the spicy smell of sigils to find two more, one guarded by a swarm of fleas, and the next by a gargantuan beetle. After its defeat, they turned to continue following their noses, only to find their way blocked. It was the milkman. But instead of flesh and hair, his face was a creeping, crawling horror. Cockroaches crawl up and down his white uniform. He hunches his shoulder, tensing as insects squiggle out of his sleeves and collar. Instead of eyes, there are clumps of glowing worms. Its centipede lips part, and it lets out a buzzing shriek as it runs towards you, ready to attack.
No.
We're starting off in a fight.
That's
Who's
right.
first?
Jack
That's
doesn't
what
look up.
That's right. Jack doesn't look up, but Jack would see those feet overflowing with worms and flies
No.
running towards them.
Oh, great.
To paint the scene, I think we had just had somebody wipe off the sigil that was painted on the wall, a yellow thing that you didn't bother reading because all the previous ones had been like pestilence and vermin, and it's just another synonym for those things. The barber shop that you are around back of is open. There was somebody getting their hair cut in the window, but that is around the corner. The 2 foots don't seem to be paying any attention to what's happening in this alley. It's pouring, thundering, lightning, illuminating the scene in flashes of bright white. There are some trash cans. There are puddles and piles of garbage and other stuff that you would find in a 19-teens New York alleyway. Who's first?
Would the dream be able to help me identify if there was a way to like sever whatever mystical connection may be manipulating these bugs?
That is an interesting question.
Jack gets so scared he passes out and then is able to
Are you so scared that you pass out?
I mean, yeah. Would you not be terrified if you saw some centipede?
We just fought a giant beetle the size of like a Rottweiler.
Jack was under the dumpster, saw a leg, and bit the leg.
That was like a half an hour before that. With
No,
the
that
big
was a centipede, man.
That was a
Oh, it
centipede,
was a
yeah.
centipede.
We are
That's
two sigils beyond that.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh my.
Remember, there were the fleas in the sewer grate, and then the big beetle in the trash can.
Yeah, Hevel and I did the whole 1-2 thing on the beetle thing.
None of which Jack could see, so he's still confident he took it down himself.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point.
Well,
I'll go first. If you
Okay.
don't want to,
Of
do
course I
you
do.
can
Yeah,
pass
I
out.
was-
Hevel has no idea what to do.
So recapping the scene, we're still in the alleyway because obviously
Mhm.
these things aren't going to attack out in broad daylight yet, like in the open for humans to see, 2 foots to see. And we have garbage and things we can jump on and move and maneuver around in this alleyway, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
You can add whatever narrative things you have ideas for too. That's cool with me.
Okay, perfect. Then, yeah. So Vex is gonna hunch up and then growl. Obviously, this thing's screeching, but you gotta enter into this combat the proper way, right? And then he's going to holler back at. He sees that Jack is passed out. Looks over. I've got. I'm gonna try something. Give me a second. And then he goes and jumps over to there's some stacked crates in the back there, like cardboard or whatever it may be, some other junk and detritus and whatnot. And he's going to try to jump on it in such a way when he jumps off of it that it knocks it over onto the mailman
Great
thing.
All right. So you're going to roll your 2 dice. I'm going to roll my 2 dice.
Yes.
3 and above is good for cats. 2 and 1 is good for me.
Oh, this is not good. It's 2 twos.
Okay, and I got a 2 and a 5. So, as you jump up on the crates, you
I have treats. Though, right?
Do you want to use a treat?
Oh yeah. Would you like
How
to
do
use a
treats
treat? You spend 1, you re-roll.
Re-roll both, or just
Yep.
re-roll 1? Okay.
Re-roll both.
Let's do that. And
Yeah,
I can
you
only
see-
spend 1 treat at a time, right?
Yeah, you see this hand that is not made of flesh, but of carapaces and legs and antennae reaching
This
towards
body
you.
horror is messing with me. Okay, so he gets up there, but it's sturdier than he expected. So then I'm going to re-roll to try to do the thing. So, oh, that's a 3 and a 2.
So what is a
So
tie?
that's a tie, yeah.
It's a tie.
On a tie, it's sort of the bummer of the roll. Nobody wins. So
Okay.
what do you do that doesn't really do much to this being?
Okay. So, well, I'd say that he's got up there, and then the thing's reaching for him, right? So he just kind of goes to swat at it, but it's more like it's carapaces. It doesn't do much.
Well, yeah,
not,
it's just
going for the eyes.
brushing the bugs off. And
Yeah,
more
it's just
bugs
brushing the
move into
bugs off,
filled
and he's up
spaces.
there.
Yeah.
So he's got his attention, but
Mhm.
that's about it. It's not working.
What does Hevel do?
And yes, my cat did.
Hevel, help!
I think Hevel is just so distracted by Jack snoring
Oh no!
and is not sure which is more disgusting, this monstrosity in front of us or the fact that Jack can sleep through this.
You know, that's a very good point.
This wasn't my choice. I mean,
That's
it
a very
was,
good
but it
point.
wasn't. Okay.
Wow.
I think Hevel's going to just have all of her fur stand up on end.
Mhm.
And I mean, insects are kind of her domain, so she feels a duty to squish.
Duty
Maybe
to squish.
duty isn't quite the right word, more just an uncontrollable urge to try and squish. So we're gonna roll scrap. Oof, and that's 2 3s.
1 and a 5, you win.
Ooh.
So now you have the choice. Do you want to dodge, stun, shove, grab, or hurt?
I think Hevel wants to stun. I think Hevel kind of dives at one of the legs. And if it's all just squishy stuff on the inside, she kind of dives almost through it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it stumbles down to what should be a knee.
Yep. Yeah. So it stumbles down to a knee as you dive through it. It's just a pant leg. And these bugs just pour out of the inside and scatter all over the place. It looks towards you as if it can look. You see those wormy things wiggling in its face, glowing there. And and it opens its centipede lips and goes right back at you, like a dozen cockroaches in its mouth, just wiggling their
Hissing.
yeah,
'Cause they can hiss too.
Hissing
Yeah,
cockroaches.
exactly.
Yep, that's the worst.
Yes, it really.
Meanwhile, in the dream,
Yes.
Jack wakes in the space of the unawake, and you see the tides shifting around you. These waves of light and dark, and the clouds. That thunderstorm up in the air, just lightning crisscrossing between them, and below you too. The up and down are not really up and down here, and you can see and feel those the other cats wherever they are, unaware of dreaming, and the mice and rats and dogs and people unaware of everything here. And very close to you is this creature. It is tall. Its arms and legs are thin and covered in this black chitin. They have spikes on their appendages. There are 6 appendages total, like on a cricket. The spikes on the back of the legs and that sort of thing. It's insect, but also something other. And it is exactly where it was when you were awake.
I pass out and wake up. No.
It knows you're there, but it is temporarily stunned. What would you like to do?
I don't know how mystical a tiger dreamer is allowed to be, but I feel, is there a way that I could like?
You want to do psychic damage?
I kind of want to attack. Like I have this in my head. Jack. Okay, so this is another reason why Jack doesn't look up. Right in the dream, the body just moves. Right, and he's in the dream so much. That's why things don't work normal for Jack.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if like he can meow like a sonic like thing, like meow, just like send some like psychic attack at this, if that's allowed.
You want to like call on the power of Fatar Axlon.
Yeah.
Channel the power of the cat gods through yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, you can make that roll. It's not contested because this creature is stunned.
Sweet.
You're also, we should have given Vex an automatic success on the previous one because you were the right cat for the job.
Oh, I forgot about that.
In this case, I think Jack is the right cat for the job as well.
I'm going to use a treat and re-roll because I got a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Oof.
I made you give me good numbers. I got a 1 and a 2 again.
Oh no.
Okay.
Can we give him one of our treats?
You have 2 treats.
I have another treat, but I don't think I can use it again, can I?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
We want to hold on to that for later. But
At least 1 success. At least.
I think because it is stunned, that was a normal difficulty. Your 1 and a 2 are a failure. Something bad is going to happen, but you are the right cat for the job. And you had 1 success. So, tell me what happens, and I'll tell you how it responds.
Oh.
As Jack's like being is kind of floating there, he's freaking out again, but he can't pass out any harder. So the next best thing is to just like "Mah!" And like Jack doesn't meow properly. My cat never meowed properly. It just always comes out like he's yelling at you. So it's just like "Mah!"
I love it so
like
much.
I can't decide. Is it like a lightning bolt or is it like a slash that travels out? Like I don't know.
So are you trying to do a Street Fighter 2?
Yeah, exactly.
What's his name?
The
Guile.
Like,
Guile, Sonic Boom?
yeah, pretty much.
Slash
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
Yeah. Like the wind cutter.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, wind cutter, exactly.
So Jack yowls, and this energy, the sound waves radiate out from them and ripple with the tides of the dream, and they hit this creature, and it staggers back. And in the real world, Hevel and Vex see the creature look towards Jack, like a quick turn. And in the dream, this creature moves towards, gathering itself after it was hit, moves towards Jack and grabs them by the scruff. And in the real world, the two of you see Jack lifted by the scruff.
Whoa.
No!
Into the air.
Like, by nothing?
By nothing.
That is terribly rude.
Who would
You're
like
not
to go
playing
next?
fair.
Vex or Hevel?
Hevel's just gonna try scrapping again.
Okay. I got a 4 and a 2.
6 and a 4.
All right. You succeed. What do you do?
I want to. Could I? I want to grab Jack. Can I rescue him
catch
from the
Jack?
from the scruffing?
She's a flycatcher. She's good at catching things in the air.
Catching things that are flying.
Yeah, like
Right cat
like
for the
a
job.
levitating.
I feel like the right
Jack
cat for this job.
Yeah.
I think this would
Grab his tail.
count as a shove. You are basically continuing to distract this creature so that it will loosen its grip on Jack.
So is it still down on one knee?
Yeah, it is.
Knee-ish thing.
Yeah.
All right. So if Hevel went basically through its leg last time, it's got its back to her, so she'll just pounce and land in the middle of its back.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So you're grabbing. Cool. Your claws shred the white of the milkman's jacket, and as they do, just like maggots just start.
There's not a human inside of this, right?
It doesn't seem to be.
Okay. Because
The husk inside in the middle.
if Robert's there and just covered with bugs, I don't want to hurt Robert.
As far as you know, Robert has 2 legs. This thing only has 1 now.
Okay.
You did get rid of a leg. You were very powerful.
So fierce.
You have a grip on the creature now. If you succeed at your next one, you can go for the face. Vex.
Hell, she beat me to it, jumping on the back. Because I got the high ground up here.
Jump on the head.
Can I jump on the head?
Knock its little hat off.
Sure, why not? We're gonna go for gotta go for the throat, the face, the eyes, something. The classic pounce and grab on, you know.
I got a 1 and a 6.
Just don't shower me with bugs, please.
Well, that's a 2 and a 1. I've got to spend another treat to even though I'm the right cat for the job. That'd be a tie, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 2 and a 1 plus
A success.
plus
So
a 1.
I want to use my last treat
Okay.
and reroll. I'm gonna retire these dice. Jeez. Oh, there's a 5 and a 2. So that's right cat for the job and a 5.
You got it. So there's 3 successes and 2 failures. So what do you do?
Okay, so he's like gonna jump and he's like, okay. Rears back and then leaps off with all claws and paws and tries to pounce and tackle the head. Or the hat,
you pounce and tackle the head, and as you land, you knock the hat off, and half of the bugs in the head go scattering every which way. You grab on, and all the flying ones just fly off, and it's
Oh,
half of a head now.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is the
We're
hat
still
still
there.
hovering there?
this is
No,
not
the hat's on the
fine.
ground somewhere. Jack, in the dreaming, this thing has you by the scruff. You can tell that it's distracted. There's other stuff happening right now, but what do you do?
By the way, that was a hurt attack. Just
Cool. Yep.
to clarify that.
I got it.
figured
So-
that's what I'm gonna do.
This, in my how I'm imagining this is that this group of bugs, this colony here, aren't acting like of their own will. Something is manipulating them, right?
Yeah, and the something is attacking you directly.
Oh, it's this invisible. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I got that I was picked up, and I didn't see what picked me up, but I, for some reason in my head, thought it was like some weird like magic, and this thing is the same entity, but it's not. Okay.
Yeah, the thing that you are dealing with in the dream is
the
the
real
same thing that they are dealing with in the real world.
As a cat who's been grabbed by the scruff, what am I gonna do? I'm
Fall
gonna
asleep again.
fall asleep again. No.
Go into the double dreaming.
It's sleepception.
Doing the like rear back and trying. I imagine like they got me, but they're like facing this way. It's like wrapping the front claws around the arm and the back claws to start digging into the arm, like scratching.
Before
Yeah,
you go limp. Yeah.
As it has you grabbed, you can now see the this black oily chitin. You can see the big
Oh,
mandibles, the 1,000 eyes on its head.
Oh.
Its mandibles begin to open, and as it does that, this like its wings unfold, and more like tiny little grasping arms come out of its chest area towards you.
No.
I'm gonna have nightmares after that.
Jack passes out and wakes back up. No.
Is that an option?
Is the scratching? Can that be like a hurt? Can I do another like attack on this?
Yep,
or-
you just gotta roll it.
Come on.
I got a 4 and a 2, so you need.
I've been rolling the dice here for a little bit, and I've gotten so many 1s and 2s.
You need 1 success.
I had a 6 and a 1,
You
and
got-
you're the right cat for the job.
and I'm the right cat for the job.
Are you using your psychic powers?
They're psychic claws.
I mean, he is fighting in the dream.
Your mind claws?
Yeah, I mean, I see. I feel like everything's different in the dream, right? I'm still a cat, but like,
Mhm.
he's different. I mean, he has both his eyes, and he's like,
All 3 of them.
glows a little bit or whatever. Like, Jack is different, like silvery.
I thought we established that he's a cyclops with one big eye in the middle of his head. in the
Was
dream.
that what it was? I thought he had both his. Did we
I
decide
thought it
that,
was
really?
3. I don't know.
I can't remember.
I thought it was a cyclops thing.
Either way, I feel like in the dream everything is different.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
Yeah.
tracks. I am hurting, but like I'm asleep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you do?
But yeah, just start scratching down the arm, just like if it's still got a hold of me, I'm gonna try to make it let go of me. So I'm just scratching and
Cool.
um
As you scratch, you see the claw marks in glowing bright white burst on the places where your claws meet the this thing's armor, all over its arm, and in the waking world, Vex on this thing's head, Hevel on this thing's back. You just see its right arm just explode. Bugs fly everywhere. The cloth of the jacket is just in shreds, and Jack falls to the ground.
See, every
Still
time
sleeping.
something good happens, it's still horrific.
It is Cats of Cthulhu.
Like I said, great for
we
kids.
signed up for this.
We really did sign up for this.
Who's next?
Oh, jeez. Hevel, you want to go after that?
Yeah, if I'm latched on,
Mhm.
then we're just gonna keep on scrapping, and we're gonna go for our hurt if we can.
Okay, I think it um, reforms this like rudimentary, barely there leg, and is trying to sort of stand up and
Oops, all
uh,
worms.
get bearings on something. Try to get itself back in the game, and it's just sort of wobbling around as you make your attack.
I'm sorry. Oops, all worms.
Yeah, like oops all
Oops, all
berries,
worms.
but it's oops all worms. It's so hard to stand on worms.
I need that on a t-shirt now.
Oops all worms.
I got a 6 and a 2.
I got a 3 and a 5.
Hey, that'll do it.
Nice.
How do you knock this thing down so all the bugs scatter and there's
Ooh.
nothing left?
So I think I slide down, claws out, and I catch onto the milkman's belt
He pants him.
and pants him.
It
Yes.
just explodes.
And there's nothing to contain
There's a
these
buttload
bugs
of
anymore.
Hey, we have very good techniques for two things.
Yeah, with nothing left to contain the insects, they burst out. The crawling ones scatter to the dark corners. The flying ones go up, avoiding raindrops as the thunder booms again off in the distance. And the shape in front of Jack sort of shimmers like oil and melts into the ethereal waters of the dream.
I'm gonna catch one of the bugs and eat it. Just,
Oh,
snack
absolutely.
time.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jack wakes up upon seeing that and hitting the ground. What? Whoa!
Are you okay?
Jack, you never cease to amaze me.
This
How
is-
did
this
you
is-
sleep through that?
Asleep? I was fighting.
Hell,
what are you
you did
talking
amazing.
about? No,
Why,
no,
thank you.
no. There was
I
like
know.
this giant bug.
Yes, there was.
Lots of
Many
bugs.
It was a giant.
No, it was
we
just
were
one.
here.
It was a big bug.
You have to
No.
learn how to look up more often.
No, I promise. In the dream, you don't have to look up. You're just like, whoa, you are up,
You
And
are.
It was,
You are
it was
up.
big. It was a
Up is not the same as high.
Yes.
No, it was a
Look, we need to
2-foot
go.
sized bug, and it grabbed me, and I was like, no, you don't. And then like there was light, and then everything disappeared and it melted.
Uh-huh.
I think I need a nap.
No.
No, we need to go.
No, we need to go. Not out here.
You need to sniff out the next spicy sigil.
Yes. I'm
Oh,
glad
oh, yeah.
everyone's okay. That was rough.
How many more do we have?
Too many.
As many as it takes.
Yes.
All right, but I'm gonna need
That.
a nap soon.
We all do, but it's pouring and
We're wet.
we need to get back home, but we need to rescue the milkman, and otherwise there won't be milk.
Be any milk?
Yes, there has to be milk. It can't just be bugs delivering things forever.
Are we still
No,
have to talk to
because
that
I'll stop
fish?
delivering. Yeah, we need to talk to Koi. I mean, to Gil, the koi fish. We need to talk to Gil.
All right.
I still don't understand what you see in him.
Look.
My
Sometimes.
reflection usually.
Ah,
Come on, let's go.
The three of you move off, following Jack's sense of smell, seeking out the next sigil. As you find the fourth one, you come to the realization that these things are sort of spiraling towards potentially that park that Biddleford mentioned. The fourth sigil is painted on the underside of a bridge, The water from the storm drips through holes and cracks above, and you try to avoid your best to try to avoid the muddy puddles below the bridge. There's some humans down here, looking like they're living down here. There's a fire and a little camp, and the sigil again is this yellow. This one's a diamond shaped with a squiggly spiral in the center. Some rune-looking things around the top and bottom.
It's around here somewhere. I smell it. Somewhere near these free-range 2 feet.
Free-range 2 feet?
I smell it, but I can't find it. Jack is just going in circles under where the sigil is.
Free-range 2 feet. I'm sorry.
That's how I described him. Okay. I'm like, how would a cat see that? Well,
They're strays.
I need a shirt that now says free range 2 feet. That's what I need. 2 foot.
How high up is the sigil?
It will require a balancing act. You'll have to get up in the rafters of the bridge, up in the girders up there, and reach over
Vex is going to lift his
scratch
head
it
up.
off.
Look, it's up there.
The hole under your chin. Lift your head up.
Oh, there it
Stretch
is.
for that one.
Your neck cracks.
And
Now
you're
he
literally
can't look
picking it
forward
up.
anymore.
Oh, no.
He's stuck there. You guys.
Guys, this is wrong. This is so wrong.
I can't
We'll need
access
a
the dream like
chiropractor.
this.
You just need somebody to pet his back, and then he'll arch. Then he'll be fine.
All right, so we're going to do a little balancing act. Who's doing what?
Well, I don't think we want Jack
Oh,
up
gosh.
there.
Just gonna fall asleep.
No, we shouldn't
Unless
have
the girder is on the right, and then you're fine.
Jack. Then he's fine. He's fine then, you know.
If we lay you on your side, then right is up.
Like a flounder.
Like a flounder.
When he's sleeping, it's just on his one eye.
My goal has been complete. Thank you, Wink. I was trying to break you. It worked.
When I'm DMing, my players get inspiration if they can kill me with laughter.
Sweet.
All right. So lay on
So
your
we've
side for a
determined
second,
not Jack.
so
Not
we can
Jack.
talk about this. Pushes him over. Yeah.
See? Now look, to the right.
No, stop. No.
No, let him sleep. We'll handle this one while he rests.
Okay, fine. Go back to sleep. Needs him.
Cool.
Starts kneading his shoulder.
Just passes out immediately.
Okay. All right. Head
You
to
and
that
me.
bar. All right. How are we gonna do this? Do you want me to be on the bottom and then wait? How are we? Do we need to help each other? How do we do this?
I hesitate to bring this up, but you may have heard me mention once or twice that jumping up to very high places is no longer my greatest strength.
Oh.
I think perhaps this might be better suited to your skill set.
Well, okay. I mean, I can give it a shot. We'll see how it goes, but we still got to work this together. So I'll get
Hevel
to the
always-
higher spot.
Hevel always tries to hide it, but she does have a wonky hip.
Ah, okay.
If you fall, just aim for
Vex
me.
moves up against her, rubs up against her, like, okay, let's go. Like the shoulder hug kind of thing that cats do, with the tail over the, yeah. All right, let's do this. So he starts to move.
Let's
Keeping an eye on the 2 foots over there.
as you
So
go up.
is a balancing act a mechanical,
Yeah,
game
how's this
mechanic thing?
No, it is not.
It's a Marcanic.
It's a mechanic. Let's see. I would like one roll from the two of you. I think it's going to be a a normal roll. So 2 successes would be great. 1 success is going to do it with some complications. As you get up there and balanced, there are more than a few spiders up here spinning webs.
Is anyone the right cat for the job for this?
I don't.
Are we able to lend aid? And I'll tell you how. I just don't know if it's possible if we can lend aid to each other.
I thought I remembered something in the rules about that, but I can't find it.
That's what I was. I also thought that it was in here and couldn't find it.
Yeah.
My goal here is to since Jack is asleep and things are different in the dream, as we have discussed. I can see like they're not in. They are part of the dream, but they're not like aware of the dream. But Jack's form isn't able to like lend stability by like walking next to them. But like,
Here's a question: does Jack always go into the dream?
I feel like Jack's always. That's why Jack is the way they are. So Jack is just always in the dream.
Okay.
So like, they just I. think that's how they spend most of their time. That's why they're always asleep. It's things are way easier for them in the dream.
But they never actually like just rest.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
That was
That's
the
why he's
real
always
question.
tired. He's
Yeah.
always tired. That's why.
Constantly sleep deprived.
If he could, he'd have big bags under his eyes.
Under his
That's
eye?
so sad.
Yeah, under his eye.
That is sad.
The other one is probably just one big bag.
I think we can narratively say that you are helping. And we'll see what the dice say.
Alright, so you said this is a normal challenge?
Yeah.
That's a 2 and a 3.
No, that's
That
a
is-
1 and a 2.
Okay. Hevel's close to doing it. Vex is not. As you
Spiders!
get a claw up
Ooh,
to
spiders.
start scratching, I think you stumble a little bit. That
Okay.
that bad hip comes into play a little bit, and I think I don't think you fall, but you aren't. You feel like you're not really able to do this one safely. Like,
We're not like in a Lion King situation,
no,
are we?
you're not in a Lion King situation.
Long live the king.
But I don't think it's a good idea to continue trying this one. I don't think it's just a little too far away for all of you. As
Can
you
we
reach up to scratch it, one of those spiders crawls on Vex's hand, Vex's paw.
Here's a question.
Uh-huh.
It's the symbol. I'm sorry. What's up? Oh, the symbol is the magic, right? It's like the seal that is imbuing this area with this curse or whatever we're encountering.
Something like that, yeah.
Would that be something that I could disrupt through the dream?
Oh, so you see the symbol
And
just
it's
like
glowing.
glowing up and
Yeah,
but it's
and I don't have to look up because I can just be up.
you're just like
Because you
slowly
are up.
rotating.
This is like,
Like, oh, there it is.
whoa.
I can't get
There
it.
you are, you spicy little friend.
You could try to swim for it. Yeah, you can roll as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Just keep swimming. Keep swimming.
2 5s. 2
Hey.
5s.
So it is too far for Hevel and Vex.
Which
The
makes sense.
spiders don't seem to be bothering you, but there are a lot of them, like enough to. You don't want to do this.
You don't want to get that in your fur, all those webs?
Yeah.
Ugh.
You.
And in the dream, Jack just sort of floats up to it.
Oh.
And how do you wipe it off?
Well,
With your
clearly
tail?
one paw is against the wall, the other one is scratching at it and then like bring it,
Licking it?
tasting it like, that's not spicy. rubbing off the sigil as they're like
It's
trying
not
to get
spicy.
a taste of it.
It tastes like
It doesn't
bugs.
smell like it tastes, I swear.
Hevel and Vex are like batting at it a little bit, but not really doing anything. Jack's doing all the work, but we can't see him.
Exactly.
But we
So
think
we think
we're
we did a
accomplishing this really well. Like, this is
Good,
so much
good.
easier than I thought
Oh.
it would be.
background
I know, right? This is like, and maybe it's getting easier the closer we get. This makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And look at Jack sleeping through this all again.
As usual.
Vex had 2 failures, right?
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes, I had 2 failures.
Yeah. So yeah, the 2 of you are batting at this thing, and it's just slowly like flaking off. In the dream, Jack touches it, and it just sort of dissipates like
Wipes
dust on the
off.
wind.
Oh
And
man.
Like dust on the wind, man.
as
Snapped.
as Vex takes one last swipe at it, one of those
Mhm.
spiders comes and bites Vex
Oh!
on the paw. And you're gonna take an
Okay.
injury.
Ow!
Just a giant paw now.
Yeah, jeez.
That's a bonus to attack, right?
It's hard to see. Yeah, it's hard to avoid.
Vex, are you alright?
So what does that do when I take an injury?
All right, so
So we haven't hit
you
that before.
have you can take up to 3. Let me double check that.
Okay.
When you are
Where do we
injured,
mark that?
you do not count as the right cat for the job until you are healed. And easy challenges, we actually didn't do this last time. Easy challenges are now normal. Normal are now
Oh.
difficult.
Is my wound from the last game carried
Nope,
over then?
it's still here.
Well,
Now we
you-
know.
2
you can
injuries.
use a life to get it back. Right?
2 injuries is disabled. You can do nothing
Oh.
but lie around. 3 injuries is dying.
Sweet.
You can spend a
That's
life, you have 9 of, to
Mhm.
fully recover. You can also
Okay. Can I cinematically do this then?
you you can between sessions spend a treat to heal your injuries.
Oh, well, I want to spend one of my lives, and I have a way this could work.
Okay.
Since we're high up. He gets bit, and you see him go, ow! And then he falls off.
Vex!
And, as cats are wont to do, they do land on their feet. But in this case, he doesn't quite land on his feet. But when he hits, that's when the life is spent. And then he can kind of like, get up and be like, I'm okay. Ow. Spiders. Why do they have to be spiders? Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hevel is going to get down as quickly as she can and check on Vex and nose around and make sure that he's actually as good as he says he is.
He's bruised, but he's a lot better than what may have looked like with that bite started to swell up before, but it's not anymore.
How many treats does everyone have?
I have 0.
One.
Okay. If you have 0, you can get a treat if you can get a human to pet you.
Yeah, but I'm not the right cat for the job for that. Looks at Evel.
How does that work in... How does that mechanic translate to the world and setting? Like, what do the cats think getting petted by humans does for them?
It's like
you feel bad. This will make you feel better.
yeah, it makes you feel better. It's like
They're praying to us, essentially.
yeah, that is exactly
Offerings.
what it is. It's an offering. You want traditionally exactly 3 pets.
Oh, then Hevel could go and try to... Okay, sorry, out of character. If you want a suggestion, then wink. Obviously, Vex just fell and hurt himself. He doesn't feel great. So, obviously, the only solution here is to get a human to pet him. To make him feel
so
better.
Hevel will go... she's not
Nursemaid
going to
Hevel.
leave Vex's side,
Okay.
but she will...
Escort him over?
Well, she's just gonna meow over at those free range 2 feet, and presumably they saw a cat fall from the girder.
They at least heard it.
True.
So clearly they're gonna be moved with compassion and come over right away.
I think one of them will get up from the fire to see
That's
what's
all we
going
need.
on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just one. He'll get 2 hands.
he's got a long coat on and a bit scruffy looking. Comes over and sees a sleeping cat and a cat that is yelling at him, and a cat that looks like maybe it just fell. He says, hey, kitty. He squats and starts to put a hand towards Hevel. You look like a nice kitty.
Hevel just backs away and moves to the other side of Vex.
Oh, so then Vex, naturally does the whole insert head into hand. Yep. Exactly.
That was a surprise because he was expecting a sniff at first, but then he gives a couple ear scratches.
Okay, ear scratches can go on for a while. That's fine. That's good. That's good. Oh, yeah. We got work to do. Hang on.
Hevel's going to just, sit into that watching position. Make sure that this whole
That's a good
activity
offering.
is
Yeah,
exactly
supervised
as it should be.
appropriately.
2 foot. Why you tell me they got so close?
It's fine. He's making an offering.
Oh, cool. Jack's just hard leaning, like a good eye against the human. The ankle, just like doing the ankle thing. Figure eights.
Scratches with the other hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Getting a good one. Meanwhile,
Can you do figure eights, or is it more just circles?
it's just sixes.
Because you'd have to change direction to do a figure
Sixes. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. Just 1 foot.
Great.
That's a good point.
We're totally gonna have a third session.
Oh, sorry.
It's great.
Really worth it.
Yeah. As you get enough, this human is willing
I feel
to
much better now.
give
Thank you, Hevel.
quite a few scratches. I think he even goes back to his stuff and rifles through a bag and finds a can of tuna fish. That he
Very
thinks-
Free range tuna.
he thinks about for a second, and then cracks it open and gives to the three
Wow.
of you.
Cool.
As in literal treats.
Yep.
Isn't this
Your offering is accepted. Thank you.
Vex? Can you eat this? Isn't your friend a fish?
Yeah, but this is not a koi fish. It's okay.
I guess that's
different.
true.
Insert sloppy chewing noises, and a few minutes later,
Please don't.
there's
I can handle bugs, but not sloppy chewing noise.
there's an empty can of tuna. The storm seems to have let up a little bit as you were down here. The three of you are now quite dirty, probably dirtier than Hevel is used to being.
Much.
Yeah.
I'm used to being this dirty.
Yeah, Vex is fine. Jack is fine now.
One side is dirty usually.
Can't see it to clean it.
The other side's kind of clean, and the parts like paws are clean and stuff. And, like the sides.
He's a two-tone cat.
Yep, 100%. So the good side is the good eye side is the clean side. Yep. Doesn't see the mange on the other side. Oh no, he's like emo. So he's got he's like an emo. So he's got the hair covers right over the eye. It's too long.
The swoop.
Yeah. Swoop.
Well, Hevel will purr for the human who gave them food, and will do a little bit of grooming while
Vex
she waits
doesn't
for the boys to
understand
finish
that.
eating.
Oh, she's purring. Yeah, we should probably purr too. Okay.
Oh, the healing sound.
This is really good food.
As
You
nice
you
as it would
smell
be
that?
to take a nap and a bath, I think we should keep moving.
I smell another. You know those symbols aren't spicy.
Oh?
They're like smoky. But
Eh.
I smell something similar.
It's actually stronger.
Oh,
The spicy
Feels kinda
smell
gross.
as you are following these symbols.
I think it's fresh.
Probably. It seems like we got this spiral thing going on, right? Like it's like when you make your bed.
I have no idea.
They're making their bed. That's what's happening.
Hevel's mind is blown by that connection.
We're going to bed?
No, they are.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of
We
room.
can't let them fall asleep in the city.
Exactly. You know, actually, that's kind of a correlation.
Well, if they are doing a spiral pattern, should we follow the spiral or cut straight to the center?
Well, if there's more, looks over at Jack. Should we disrupt more of the smoky signal thingies, or should we go to the center?
Well, I mean, Biddleford said that we need to disrupt the symbols to stop the. I think right. Wasn't that what
Yeah?
Biddleford said?
Yes.
Yes, but I mean, how much can we really trust Biddleford, if we're being honest?
How dare you?
Quite a. How dare you?
Biddleford taught me how to live in the streets.
Okay. I believe you. You'll notice that he does not live on the streets, though.
Well, I don't know where
And
the
he takes
center
offerings.
is or how to get there, but I know where my nose knows.
All
What's the
right,
park?
well, if that's the only directional tool we have, then lead on, oh nose.
At least it works on both sides.
What?
You're
Are we finding out that Jack's ears don't work on both sides?
The whole left side of the face is just off.
There's no whiskers on the left either.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, it's just his,
Poor
no, his
cat.
nose works just fine.
The three of you continue on.
Yes, thank you.
As you go following Jack's nose, that works. You pass through alleyways, around darkened corners. The sun is, you assume, behind the clouds, close to setting because it has gotten darker and the street lamps have come on. There are fewer people out on the streets, and as you walk, you see more some people sort of heading in the same direction as you, wearing yellow coats. And as you keep going, you
that's not good.
pass over a sewer grate, and you the smell is a little bit stronger here. You see a sigil that looks like it maybe was washed away a little bit with the rain. Maybe they painted it very quickly before the rain came, and it took some of the paint with it. But as you look at it, you can smell that smell strongly, and below it you hear the sounds of thousands of tiny feet and claws and the squeaks of hundreds of rats as they...
Are the rats also wearing yellow coats?
The rats have their tails painted yellow.
Oh, jeez.
And they're heading through the sewer in the direction of the park, towards that center of the spiral. and you continue following those smells. Where would you like to go? Would you like to follow them to the next sign? Would you like to go to the park and speak with Gil?
How close are we to where Gil's normally at?
It would probably take you 15 minutes on your little cat
Out of the
feet.
way of where we're at.
Yeah.
As the cat runs.
Yeah, as the cat runs.
Okay, so from where we're at, it would take approximately 2 naps of time
Two
to
naps?
get over there. 2 naps.
Not jack naps.
Cool.
But not jack
all right.
naps. No, normal naps. So we probably should, well, that's kind of a ways. Do we want to keep going with the sigils? There's a lot of things.
We could
It seems
consult
pretty out
the
of the way for
tree.
a snack.
Agreed. But we're not going to have them for a snack. Wait, what?
Oh,
no.
right. I
we're
keep
not
forgetting.
We're not eating Gil.
Well, you're
Gil's
not.
off limits. You're
Why?
not either.
He's a fish.
But he is a friend of cats.
Jack's asleep. Is there anything that I can get from the dream while I'm here?
You
Like, is there like a pulse? Is it a light leading somewhere, or do I get a sense that
A
there's
giant spiritual koi fish
the
floating in the
darkness
sky.
yeah. Or,
There's-
A pair of 2 koi fish floating in the moon.
Uh-huh.
See, that's what it is. It's like koi fish. Gil is actually like, oh gosh, what is it?
just one of them.
The dude with oh gosh, Tiamat. No, yes.
Bahamut? Tiamat?
Tiamat. Well, like in mythology, he's an old man with like 7 geese around him. Who's that?
or the
Bahamut?
dice that I'm rolling tonight, which are my Avatar
Okay.
Legends dice with Tui and La.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, one of the spiritual creatures, like dragons, is like supposedly an old man with like 7 geese or whatever. So if you mess with him, then he suddenly becomes the giant dragon. I'm just thinking like Guilford is like not a Wait, Guilford? I added to his name
It's
already.
Guilford now.
I love it more. Wink absolutely thinks we should go talk to Guilford. Hevel is very dismissive of fish in general.
Yes, this is fair.
As Hevel and Vex are weighing the options, Jack falls asleep.
That works.
There's a tide moving through the dream. This yellow meandering river below the vast infinite ocean. It all appears to be spiraling into something dark. It is perplexing. It's the darkness and the color intertwined. Something that Jack would not be able to fully describe in the real world. And his brain can barely make sense of what exactly is happening, but there's some sort of void in the dream that this tide is flowing towards. And the void has legs. Thousands of them.
The void.
There's your next shirt.
Yeah.
The void has legs.
But I can sense the direction of this. It is.
Yeah.
Jack just wakes with the start. Ah, I know where we're going. I don't want to go.
Why not? What's the matter?
It's legs, a lot of them. It's just legs, and my tail is long, so maybe we shouldn't go, so we don't get stepped on. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, we'll nap on it, right?
Why is he talking to us? We're not. Wait, did you wake up? Okay. I
Yeah,
just
you
woke
see.
up.
Oh,
I
did you
keep
wake
wondering
up?
if he's having like mini strokes.
Does Jack just always wake with a start? There's no soft, subtle wake ups for him.
Listen, It's a life of some would say it's a sad life, others would say it's exciting.
It's a sad life. It's exciting.
I,
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of more legs than is absolutely necessary
Oh,
either.
good.
Bite them off.
Are we talking like tiny little insect legs or
It's
a large
just-
number of 2 feet?
It's just dark and legs.
Maybe
Dark
for
legs.
interpretation.
I don't know.
Bite them.
They're like
I
dark.
can't-
Where there's
I
legs, there's ankles. Where there's ankles,
literally
there's
can't-
biting.
Make words from my brain.
That's normal.
We would be worried if you could.
Why, hello, chaps.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the only cat we're wearing a monocle really makes sense.
Yes! Over the hair. It's over the bad eye.
What am I, the Tobey Maguire black suit Spider-Man?
Yes! Yes!
His dance is just walking into walls.
I'm sorry, Mark. We're getting so sidetracked.
It's all good.
Is this
Look,
the only way to
it's
get
just-
milk?
It's
Are
the
you
only way to play
sure?
cats.
Is this the only way we're getting our milk back?
Yes.
That's what it appears to be.
I don't
We'll have to
wanna-
brave the feat.
Okay, so no more
I don't want to
disrupting
either,
sigils.
but it's
I
that
don't-
direction.
I don't think the sigils matter anymore. Everything's yellow in the dream. It's just like a river.
That's
It's
annoying.
just woo, woo, woo,
Yellow's
woo.
a terrible.
And Jack's just walking in circles. Woo, woo.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's. He goes up beside Jack and like bumps him. Like, no.
Havel
okay,
gets in
let's-
on the other side.
Yep, let's go.
This way.
Onward
Right.
with my trusty nose.
You're walking towards the park now?
If that's where
Okay.
the spiral is, yeah.
Yeah. So it does take about 15 minutes to get there, and by the time you get there, it is fully nighttime.
Oh, perfect.
I don't like the dark.
What?
You can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Well, less than normal. No, listen, it's harder to do things.
you
in
don't
the
have a
dark.
2-foot eye, do you?
No, like nobody can see me in the dark, and it's compounded with me not being able to see most of them.
We can see you in the dark just
No, that's
fine.
not what I mean at all.
Oh.
All right, fine.
You're talking about. Oh, I know what you mean. You're talking about like getting stepped on.
Yeah.
Well, we just won't get under
That
any
makes
feet.
considerably more sense. Thank you.
You get to the park. It is surrounded by a tall brick fence with iron spikes at the top. You can see the autumn foliage poking up over the top of it. And there are a few more 2 foots out now as the rain has subsided a little bit. The thunder is still booming but distant. The city buildings rise tall around it. And as you make your way towards the pond, the entrance that has that would have Gil nearby, you get to a closed gate.
Okay.
Easily squeezed
gate.
through.
I was gonna say we can just squeeze through.
Yep. But
Sounds like a
painted
2-foot problem.
next to the gate is what looks like a little 5-fingered paw print in yellow on within that same sort of diamond that you've been seeing.
Like a cat paw print?
No,
Or
not like a cat paw print.
like a
like
dog
rodent.
paw print?
Like a rodent, right?
It's rodent-y. It's a little big for a rodent.
Like a
raccoon?
2-foot paw print?
No, it's a little small for a 2-foot.
Is it like a raccoon
Sort of like a raccoon, yeah.
or a possum?
Yeah.
It's the beady ones.
Well, how do we get rid of it? It's close. It's not up high, so we can take care of that
Well,
one.
like
Hey, you
this.
saw that one for once.
Yeah, it doesn't have the smell. It's
Oh,
more.
Smells not
It seems
real.
like a marker, maybe.
it's not real. Well,
If it's not actually a sigil, we should leave it be.
yes. To mask our approach.
Okay. Aren't you
Uh,
concerned with the size of that
So I'm going to
crate?
take lead to take us to Gil.
Yeah, so you go through under the gate, and as you go through, you let's get a what is, there's a thing for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's get 2 dice from. Let's get a roll from everybody.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hey, a 4 and a 1.
A 4 and a
4 and a
5.
2.
Okay. As you go, there's still a few raindrops coming down. You hear the pattering on leaves, and Jack and Vex hear what sounds like probably like a squirrel off in one of the bushes. But as you move into this space, Hevel sees the glow of a pair of animal eyes back in the bushes. And they,
Do I recognize the animal?
as you see them, you see that they narrow. And you hear a voice from inside. Who goes there?
Hello. Is my mic not working? Oh, there it is. I was getting the purple.
I can hear you now.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell from the eyes and the voice what kind of critter this is?
Not immediately, but as you get your eyes focused in the dark, you see the longer snout and a mask of a raccoon.
Oh, okay.
None of your business, plebe. Stay away.
Hail and well met, traveler. No.
Do I recognize this creature?
No, it is just a raccoon.
Okay. Yeah, we're not here for you.
Oh, hi.
You can thank your lucky gods for that.
Thank him for a lot more than that. He turns around and walks away.
Hey, what was that?
I thought we could be friends.
Oh.
I love Jack so much.
Everyone's like, what do you want? He's just like, hey.
Hey, buddy.
Jack is just objectively a better person than Hevel.
Well,
Hevel's
yeah.
just faster.
Yeah.
Does Jack want to be friends?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I don't know.
I
I
would
don't know
like
if I picked
to-
up on the microphone, but throughout that, he's just like, hey. Like,
What's up, guy?
I would like to remind you of a rule that we have sort of been following or touching on, but it is the rule of it's a bonus rule, a rule of paw, so to speak. The rule of smelly things. You can mark things as familiar if you want to track them down later.
so Jack goes and rubs against
just so
this
you know.
raccoon. Hey, wait, friend.
Hey,
Whoa.
we're not friends here. What is
What do
this?
you mean we're not friends?
Yes, what is this?
How can we not be friends
He's
if
Hevel,
we're
Hevel.
not
It's okay.
enemies?
You don't look like friends of the hive.
Well,
Hive.
I'm a cat.
Explain yourself.
What constellation guides the wings of the chosen?
I like the one that looks like a cat that's like throwing paw at the yarn.
That's the wrong answer.
Oh, well, there's another one. Hold on. There's one that looks like the angry dog. No, I don't like that
He's
one.
talking about vermin or pestilence, probably.
Oh, the one that looks like the
Still
rat
wrong.
and the bugs.
Probably.
You three should get out of the city if you know what's good for you.
Nope. Not doing that.
I have no sense of direction.
Well, you do seem pretty lost.
That is true.
Right. Yeah, we're totally lost. Oh, just don't know where we're
You're
at.
looking for a
Middle of the
fish?
park. Yep. Looking for Gil. Seen him lately?
I don't know, no Gil.
All right, then.
No, I gotta go.
Nice talking
You
to
three.
you.
Get out of here. We're not friends, buddy.
No, we could not yet.
I totally marked
Not
you, buddy.
yet.
He scampers off into the bushes.
Don't worry,
Good
we'll
riddance.
find him again. I
Agreed.
marked him. I'll get that little guy to be my friend one way or another.
I just heard I put a tracker on him.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
One way or another, I'm making a new friend today.
You need to talk about your taste in friends.
I don't know, it's just a big ugly cat.
No.
No.
That was not a cat at all.
You got the big ugly
Are you
part,
sure?
right?
Yes. Yeah.
I thought it looked kind of like
Look, we have 4 eyes. You have
but
one.
like with bigger paws. I don't.
Like crabby hands.
Yeah, 2-foot style. I don't know, hybrid.
Look,
I don't know.
they're like
Let's go talk to Gil before this gets any weirder.
Could it get weirder? You
Oh.
three.
Of course, it's gonna get
Yeah, it's gonna
weirder.
get weird. You three make your way towards the pond where Gil lives. There are a few koi fish swimming around. You see the golden and yellow colors of their scales under the water, reflecting the lights from the buildings all around the park. Above you, branches reach out with fall leaves, and some of them fall into the water, heavy with the rain. The pond has a number of lily pads here and there, some of them large enough that a brave cat would be able to stand on one of them. And
It's exactly what Vex is going to do.
leap out onto one of the lily pads.
Oh, Vex, no.
And then just sit and perch on it. This is a yes.
This is a ritual almost.
This is a ritual. Yes, you submit yourself to the water, and then you can have a conversation with Gil.
submit yourself to the water. Are you insane?
This is how things
Your
work.
paws
okay?
are gonna get wet. What are you doing?
No,
Hevel's
it's
just
fine.
like calling from the shore. Are they all off limits or just Gil?
I'll ask Gil.
Fish pee in there. You're standing in
You
it.
just wanted to be friends with our
I wasn't
with
gonna
a
get in the
not
water.
cat.
You three are all completely soaked, by the way.
Of course.
Just
Yes,
from the
this
rain.
is the worst day of my
Rain,
life.
rain is different than dirty pond
Yeah.
water.
As Vex takes his place
What an
on
odd
this,
time to develop standards, Jack.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never liked standing in ponds.
I know.
I'm sorry, Mark.
it's great. Vex finds
He
his
is
way
a cat
to.
herder.
It's my job.
Yes.
Vex finds his way to the center of the pond, going from pad to pad. In the middle of it, there's almost a swarm, this large school of golden and bronze fish, sort of slide in and out of each other like links in a chain, creating this pattern which moves outwards, and then the center of it opens, and
It's pretty.
Gil's face, this big white koi face, emerges from the center of it. It's long whiskers, big fishy lips.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Gives me the whole vibe of like the ancient master, martial arts master with the long. Yeah.
Fu Manchu.
So he like sits there and he bows his head to Gil, which is probably absurd to poor Hevel over here.
Evel's just watching from the shore, just
Aghast.
shaking her head. There's only two types of creatures in the world. There's cats and non-cats. And you don't bow to non-cats.
Hey, Gil.
You,
Young Vex.
Ah, Master Gill, how are you today?
Oh, strange things are swimming in the waters tonight.
That's what I've been seeing. Well, the rest of the whole city has been overrun by bugs, causing problems.
We've seen the water striders. The rats have been swimming in the pond. The temperature in the dream is cold.
Do you know where the source of this is? We've been sent to dispatch it.
My fish tell me it is below the park. The dirty waters below the city are home to
The sewers?
numbers of lowly creatures. Yes, the sewers.
I see. How you hear many things. Do you have an idea or suggestion on how we should go about protecting the park?
I believe this is larger than the park. The swarms of the hive are afoot. The gathering of insects is larger than I've seen in my long, long life. They desire a world filled with nothing but rot and ruin. I think, based on what I have seen and what I have heard from the fish, tonight might be the night they try to bring that world to fruition.
His eyes get big. We need to stop that.
You must do what you can. I am bound by my pond and my school.
All right. Well, thank you for your wisdom.
I can give you my protection. The protection of the fish god.
That looks over at Hevel.
is the shore too far away for me to overhear this conversation?
I think it might be a little too far away for you to overhear.
I don't think they can hear me. Gil! Gil! Hey, Gil!
A couple other fish come up. Yeah? Huh?
Oh. No, Big Gil.
Big Daddy Gill.
No, like the old one.
I think that we would appreciate that blessing.
Bow your
Anything
head.
to help us. So he dips his head down, like closer to the water.
Drink it.
And you feel a big,
Don't drink.
Get him.
wet smooch. And
Yes, yes.
Hevel and Jack see this large white fish
Hevel.
come up out of the water
It's
and
eating him.
kiss Vex on the
Oh,
forehead.
Hevel, gross.
He purrs. He like reaches out a paw and like pets him.
Bat,
Like no claws.
bat. Sorry, it's a reflex. I can't help it.
Be safe, 4 feet.
We will do what we can. Thank you.
And they slowly submerge. And the golden and bronze fish swirl above them, and they disappear into the depths.
Okay, so then he starts making his way back over to the group.
Ew.
What was that?
Oh.
Hold on 1 second. Headbutts each one
Oh,
of them.
no. Get your
It's important.
I can't reach that
It's
side.
important for the.
Jack's got some like green scum on his forehead now.
It was important. So okay, so here's the deal. We just got a blessing, so that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It doesn't smell like a good thing.
A fish blessing? How good
Look.
could it be?
Well, it's a lot better than the bugs that we had to fight. Look, if the bugs have their own gods, obviously we've got our gods, but extra gods that want to help us out, I'm not going to complain. Besides, they bring us food.
All right.
Just this time. Just this once.
Just this once.
We'll
Only
pause
because
it.
the fate of all milk depends upon it.
Yes, and comfortable rooms, and 2 feet that take care of you, and
Right.
chicken shack.
Yes. We get it. Let's move
I
on
still smell it.
from this ridiculous pond and its scum.
Okay, so here's the fun part. So Gil said that from what he's heard from his school, that the rats and all these things are under the park. They're going under the park, and they're going to try to do something like bring the rot and all the nasty stuff here tonight.
Do you think they'd be willing to come above the park instead?
No, because it's rats. Come on.
Oh, well, if they're under the park, then problem solved.
Yeah, we just
No,
go
I
huddle.
mean, like, they're already out of the way.
No.
All
no,
done.
No. They're no.
Celebratory nap?
No. We have to go under the park. Look, I'm not a cat herder or anything. I just know that that's what we have to do. If we're getting a blessing to go take care of this problem, we need to do what we can do to.
We'll do
Protect.
whatever we need to do, no matter how
Bizarre?
disgusting or bizarre
I don't
or
feel very
degrading.
blessed.
I'm so thankful you have such enthusiasm. I'm really proud of you for being here.
Purr.
Are you okay, Jack? You
leave
ready?
on.
We're gonna go down. That means you can look and you can see.
Oh boy, I can see. Gross.
That's t-shirt
find
number 3 right
I
there.
see, gross.
I wanted to see more gross in
Really,
my
just
life.
episode names.
Oh, these are great names. I love them.
My face hurts.
My face.
That'll be the next episode.
Do you want to follow the smell the scent that you put on the raccoon?
Oh yeah. Well, if the
Jack scented the raccoon, right?
yeah. Wait, you said rodents? You said that's not a
Yeah.
cat? Was it a rodent?
Tasty road.
It had
No, that was a
rat.
fish.
No, the thing that had the rat heads.
Yeah, that's more. Well, it's more mammal, or well,
I don't know what
that's
that
a word that
means.
Two-Foots use. I don't know either.
It's just a not cat.
Well, he was
Yeah.
talking about the
But it's not
hive,
2-foot.
and I marked it. And if we're going down, and
If it goes the wrong direction.
well, then good news for us. No?
That does seem like a win-win.
I do agree. Let's go.
Sweet.
Lead us.
I'm imagining Jack all this time, every smell. It's been like the Pepe Le Pew
Mm-hmm.
through the air that he's just
And if it's to the left
Following.
when it starts, he has to do the full circle around to the.
uh-huh.
Hold on.
Well, since this is Jack's scent, like Vex and I would be familiar
Yeah, with
with the
his
scent that he uses to mark things, so we can
Yeah.
probably all follow this
Yeah.
together.
You follow it, and it goes down a It looks like it's actually a whole manhole that is just like slightly askew. Like somebody picked it up and didn't put it fully back on, and you try and you shove it over.
Oh, like the one that we had to peer down and mess with the marking on.
Yeah, that was more like a grate. Like
his little 2 foot hand.
This is a whole big metal circle that you have to shove aside with a big screech of metal on metal.
Okay.
And
that are super heavy.
It goes down probably about 10 feet.
Our new friend is strong.
He's crafty, and he's not our friend.
I don't know. He smells like a friend.
He smells like you.
I'm a friend.
He said what I said.
Yeah.
He has a point.
He has a point.
You hop down the 10 feet easily, landing on your feet, and there's a light splash as you hit the muck.
Muck.
I land on Jack.
Splat into it.
It's a light crunch as you land on the friend.
Thank you, Jack.
You like wipe your paws off.
It's on my belly.
It's on my belly.
You follow the smell, now mingling with many other smells, through these cold, round passages of the sewer. There's water flowing, heavy flow from the rain earlier, all going in the direction that the smell is going. Lots of things dripping, things floating along the surface of the water. Every once in a while, a rat swims by. And as you go, you can see further down the tunnel, a flickering light, a warm light. As you approach it, I would assume stealthily in the dark, you can hear the chittering of roaches as you look around, are kind of all over the place. You hear the squeaks of rats talking with each other. You hear the sounds of other animals talking to each other. And as you look around this corner, you even spot a few of those, what you maybe thought were humans in their yellow coats. But now that you see them, they're not quite human, but maybe something else.
Got a bad feeling about
Instead
this.
of fingers, you see insects. Instead of faces, you see clumps of worms and squiggling things. And in the center of this space, a roughly hewn depiction of some insect creature, a massive scarab with a spiral on its abdomen.
Very cool.
Yeah. Should have learned bug parts before this episode.
On its
Is it a
thorax.
Is it an abdomen? A spiral on in the center of it.
Okay.
Jack.
Huh?
I don't often tell you this, but go to sleep.
Cool.
Here?
Oh, but the floor, I don't know if I could sleep on this. It's like slimy.
Just lean against the wall.
Okay.
As Jack easily drifts off to the dream, Hevel and Vex continue looking at this gathering of creatures. You see rats and raccoons and
Those eyes are
possums
just
and
huge right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're in
Bugs.
full hunter mode at the moment.
and below the statue of the scarab, you see the form of Robert the Milkman, bound.
Oh.
Oh no.
As Jack falls asleep, the dream that he sees is not the dream that he knows, but an infinite darkness filled with legs and eyes. And I think we'll end it there.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Side Quests. We will be back next time for probably the final part of Cats of Catthulhu. I am Mark, your host. As always, you can find me doing all the Nightcast stuff, whether that's Star Wars on Coruscant Nights or Genesis with The Other Place or any of these side quests. Zach, where can people find you?
You can find me at the Tales of the Outer Rim linktree and on the Nightcast Discord server, like all the time.
Great. Chris, where can people find you?
Oh gosh. You can find me on the Natcast server, easiest on Discord. You can also find me on various podcast things like the Mecha Hack one shot going on over at Force Majeure. You can also hear me as Luther Lockwood on the Foxglove Letters over on Dicey Cantina, and as lots
Takoa.
of things. Well, yeah, we'll go with Takoa. Takoa on the season 2 of The Other Place.
And Wink, where can people find you?
They can't. But if you really want to try, you can try the Nightcast Discord.
Yep, join us on the Nightcast Discord where we have a community game, Bounties and Beskar, where you can play the Mandalorian of your dreams, fight the Empire, preserve the way, all that good stuff. We have monthly games. You said that last time.
I know. I've gotten there is progress.
It's just as true.
It's
great.
just as true.
It's still going to be great. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends if you like listening to our shows. Reviews, wherever you can leave reviews, word of mouth, those are the best ways for us to keep making cool stuff. And without any further ado, bye.
Bye.
Bye.